Hello, I'm back again on my YouTube channel. It's Mike. I'm back again. Um, we're back again on another episode. So, guys, um, I just want to discuss. We are into 2020 and 2025. I probably want to say that as a trader or as a swing trader, we have not yet seen a good swing trade to trade yet because the price has not given us an edge in the market. Um, you can go on the chart, maybe on your weekly time frame or daily time frame. You can see how price has been just trying to just, there is no good information right now for us to try to say that we want to take a setup. There is no good information. So what we need to do as a trader, mostly as a swing trader, we have to wait, we have to be patient. That is the game, you understand? Because if you try to trade right now, maybe you might be losing money. So trade at the right time. And when you lose money at the right time, you know that you're losing money at the right time, but you are trading at the right time. But so far so good right now. I don't see price giving us what we really want to trade, because price is not respecting our supply and demand yet. You understand? So we have to wait for us to see if price can create a new supply or a new demand, whereby we can look to see what we can trade. And for, you can see that we are on the 3 month time frame, and you can see this area here, this resistance. Price has broken this resistance. So normally if price broken the resistance, price has to come back to a demand area. You understand? When price come back to this demand area, then we have to, so overall of this GBP GPY, we are looking for sell overall. Yes, we are looking to sell the market. But maybe when you dive into the lower time frame, you will see that overall it's on a downtrend right now, but price has not yet given us you know a area, or has not formed a supply area that will make us to you know wait for price and then try to take a trade. So far so good. For what we need to do is to wait and see where price want to go, because right now I don't really see any setup for us to take, and I don't recommend any setup from now. So what we are going to do right now is just like simple, for new beginners who are in the forex industry. Maybe forex industry is a journey. It's kind of like a journey. You understand? Maybe the first time you came into the game, because most people don't have mentors. You understand? Because lack of capital. So as you don't have mentor, you're going to be you're going to be like a self teacher to yourself. You understand? You're going to be in from one phase to another phase, from this phase to another phase. So that is how it's going to be for you. You understand? It's not going to be smooth. First of all, you know what is forex, and the next level, you understand about support and resistance. At the same time, you now understand supply and demand. At the same time, you understand about going on the higher time frame, so that you could identify potential trades. And all of those things, you have to combine it. And when you now combine all of those things, when you now start executing trade, you are going to be having lose. You understand? When you start having losing, the next thing that will come to your mind, the next thing that is going to happen is that, why I'm executing my plan, but at the same time still losing money. That is totally because you are taking every setup, and you shouldn't take every, because it's not every supply and demand that is valid. Because when you take, because every single day price makes supply and demand in the market, and most likely it will happen to be that price will not respect those areas most of the time. You understand? And I always try to preach this to people to understand that your chances of losing on the forex market is more higher than your chances of winning. So you should put that in your mind. So the only thing that save you is your risk management. You understand? You wait patiently for the higher time frame, you wait for your setup. When the setup comes, then you take your trade. You might still have losses, but overall, and every calculation, you will see yourself being profitable, because you are using a good risk management. That is what will make you profitable. But if you feel like, okay, I understand much about supply and demand now, and I now have to be executing every trade I see about supply and demand, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work at all. So guys, just stick to your plan, be patient and take risk management. You understand? You might take like five trade. You understand? You might take like five trade, and it's possible that you might lose three trade, and then you might be able to win only two trade. But in that two trade, if you manage your risk reward at you manage it well, you will still see yourself being a profitable trader. You understand? The system has been made for you to lose again and again. So your system of winning is not much. You understand? So you have to wait for your real system of winning, then you win. And when you are losing, you know that you are losing. So that's what I have to say. And the next thing that I want to do now is that I know that a lot of new beginners who are online who are finding, you know, proper way to, proper ways of to know how to trade, going to they don't know the guideline, they don't have guideline on how they want to trade. They don't have that guideline because they don't have money to go for a mentor. I know it's going to be a difficult task, but with time you are going to be step by step learning and combine everything together and then have your own plan. So what I will do right now is that I will go on the chat and show you how you can start as a beginner trader. So the first thing that you want to know as a beginner trader, I always say this: we have what we call the high and low of the price. You understand? When we have the high, we have the low, and when you see a market, the high and low, what you what you need to do is to mark out those key area. When you mark out those key area, you have to find the area where supply and demand has formed, and you have to mark those area and wait patiently. If price retrace to that area, you execute. If price will not retrace to that area, and before if price retrace to that area, you still need a confirmation. When you have that confirmation, you enter your trade. So let's get into the chart. Let's say that maybe we are like on our monthly time frame. Okay, let's dive into our monthly time frame. As a beginner trader, what you want to do, you understand? Let's dive into our monthly time frame, and from there we will start from there. So as you are on your monthly time frame, the things that you have to learn as a beginner trader, what you want to do, there are two things. Price is all about the high and low. You see this time frame, this monthly time frame we are into, if you go into the yearly time frame, it is all one candlestick. You understand? If you see all of those candlestick, each candlestick here represent 1 month. But if you dive into the daily candlestick, it will appear much more, which is telling you that each candlestick on the daily candlestick is the day one candlestick. So what you want to do, what you need to do at this moment, you have to mark out your areas. You have to mark out your areas. And where are these areas that you want to mark? You want to mark out your support and resistance. When a support and resistance is being made, the next thing that is you need is a valid supply and demand. So first of all, what we have to do now is that we are going to mark out our support and resistance. So on the monthly time frame. So now we have this. Let me see. Let me start from here. Let's start from here. We have this. We have this. We have that. And also we have this. We have this. Alright. So this is what we have, right? And we have marked the support area. So which side of the resistance area do you want to mark? You don't want to, you are not going to mark, this is our resistance, right? But you are not going to mark those ones. You are going to mark the one left behind, like maybe If I mark this area now, the next area I want to mark this area. You understand? I will mark this one. I will mark this one. You understand? So I will mark this area on a monthly time frame, and you could see that all the colors of my trend line are red. You understand? So what is this indicating? This is indicating that anytime you see a price, you know, hit hit a hit a a monthly resistance area by your left hand side, it means that price has to, you know, react. You understand? So the reaction is that price has to react and find your demand area. You understand? Let me zoom out so that you can understand what I'm trying to say. So you saw that we mark out our support areas. So the next thing you want to do is to find your resistance area where price has not tapped. So we have this area here which price has already tapped. If price tap here, the next thing we want to see price retrace towards demand area before it start going up. You understand? So we have this here, we also have this, we also have this. So what we want to do now is that price has broken, hit this area of resistance, break. So the next thing we need to do is we want price to come down to a supply area and then go back to hit the next one. You understand? Go back to hit the next one. So right now, well, we have we have marked out our monthly, you know, support and resistance, and the most, significant resistance that we have now, we have this one and this one, and mark price has broken this one. So what we want now, we want you know a bearish and downtrend whereby we should see price coming down. You understand? But before this downtrend has to be confirmed, we need price to break this area. If price is not break this, this support area, then it's totally that price has not price is still, trying to consolidate at the moment. So if price come down and break this area, then we are looking to, downtrend towards this area here before we can think about buying. So now that we have marked our monthly time frame, let's now go to our weekly time frame. So now we are on our weekly time frame. So we are on our weekly time frame. So right now we are on our weekly time frame. What we have to do is the same process that we did at the monthly time frame, marking out our support and resistance. So here what we can see is that we have a support here, we have this resistance, we have a resistance here. But what will happen now on the weekly time frame is that we will change the color of our trend line so that we can easily identify what the market is doing and where price is about to go. So right now what we need is to change the color. Let's change it to blue, and maybe light blue or any blue at all. So this is our monthly. So when price is coming to those area, we will know what the price want to do. Okay, we will know that okay, now price is approaching the weekly, support or resistance area. So what are we going to do at this moment? You understand? So if it's for you to wait to see price to break that area, you have to wait price to break. But if it's a point whereby you know that price is approaching my weekly support or resistance area, what next do I need to do? The next thing I have to do is to find my supply or demand area. And if price come back to that supply and demand area and give me a confirmation of a buy or a sell, then I will take it. But if it doesn't, then I have to just wait and see what price is doing at the moment. So uh, right now we mark this one, we mark this. I'm not going to go down to mark every zone anymore. We are just going to focus on the current price where price is currently. But what I just want you to know is that anytime you see price, you have to mark all of those things. The more you go down to your lower time frame, the more support and resistance you're gonna see, and you have to mark it and hope and wait for price to come at those areas. So now we have this one, we have this. So the next thing that we have to do, we have this here, we have this, we have this, yeah, we have that. So now, yeah, on our monthly time frame, we have marked the key areas that we needed to mark. Um, I think we have something here too. I think we have something here. I think we have something here too. So this is how you know you you try to mark out, and also um it's like my browsing is having some, it's not responding at the moment, but we just have to still hope and wait. Okay. So you have to just mark out those areas, you understand? So like now what we have to do now is to go to the daily candlestick. My browsing is not responding. It's having some fault at the moment. Let's just give me some seconds to fix the fix is back, to just fix what is happening, what is going wrong. So now we are back. So I'm sorry for the distraction. So what we have to do now is to move down to our you know our our daily time frame. Let's move down to our daily time frame. Um, let's move down to our daily time frame. And remember that as a swing trader, when you enter the time frame that we use to enter our trade is on the 4 hour. So you have to analyze from the monthly to the weekly to the daily, and then from the 4 hour, this is how where you put your setup of supply and demand so that you can execute. So right now, you can see that we are now on our on our daily candlestick, daily time frame. So as we are on our daily time frame, what we have to do now is the same concept. You just have to mark those areas. Now I'm changing the color to green. Yeah, changing the color to green. Change the color to green. So what do we have now? And let me still zoom out. So now that we have mark out our areas that we have to mark out, what we want to do now is that now what do we have? What do you think that we need to do? The first time I told you that what you need is high and low. You go to the higher time frame to mark out your key areas, and as you are coming down to the lower time frame. That is how you are changing your trend line, and you want to have to mark out your key areas whereby that is the support and resistance. You understand? So we have marked up the recent areas that we have to mark out and we are looking at. So um, um, the blue lines represent our weekly time frame, the green line represent our daily, while the red represent our monthly time frame. So as you can see, what we want right now is, what do you think? What do you think price has to do right now? What we are expecting price to do right now? I told you earlier that we are expecting a downtrend. You understand? But if anything can happen in the market, we are not in control, though we are not the controller of the market. So what we need now is that the red was the monthly, while the blue is the weekly. So what are the most key areas that we are looking at? So what we are going to do now is that this area here is the weekly, and we have the weekly here, right? The weekly, another weekly here. So what are you going to do now as a trader? What you need to do as a trader right now is, what you have to do now is that I'm not seeing a good setup for here for us to take so far. So what we need now is that we will want two things to happen. If price want to totally agree with my analysis, which I'm saying that it's a downtrend, we should see price come to this area, the weekly, and we should see a break of this support. And when price break this support, that is when we should be finding a supply area that the price has formed. We waiting for us to execute a sell. But if price did not do that, what we are expecting is that price should come back, break this area. When price break this area, what we need to do is that price should come back at the supply, because price has formed a supply at this level. But price broke at the 3 months time frame. So we are not sure if price will come back, but because the way the market, I'm seeing a breakout. But if price come back, if price start trending to the top side, where we are expecting to set our sell is here, which is, let me you know try to draw that area. This is our supply area. Just trying to, so I'm just trying to, you know so this is the most area that we are looking at right now. We are looking for price to, if price break this area, the next thing I'm looking at is that price should create a supply area where we should be selling. But if price did not break that area, then move towards this area, we are looking to start selling here. But if price did not still respect this supply and break out, then the next thing that we are looking at is to buy. So that is what we have for as a swing trader. But as a day traders who are coming to the market every single day, what we have is that what we have as a day trader, we have two areas that we have to do. You understand? The first one is that we have this area and we have this area. So what we need to do is that price has created a supply here. Uh, um, so price has created a supply area at this level. That is where price has created supply, whereby price came back to this area but did not tap into the zone for a good sell. So what we are expecting as a day trader, if you don't have any trade to trade now, price just hit here, respecting this support area. You understand? And you don't need to take this trade because you don't usually know where price is going. Price might come here and then start going back. So there is no value. So what you want to do now is simple wait. If price come back to this demand, we have a demand, another demand area here. If price come back here and go back to this area, then we'll be looking to short. But if price did not do that, what we are looking at is that price should come back and break this area and go down to our weekly support area, and then uh, try to break it. So we have this. Price did not tap into that area. We are still hoping that price should come back. If price come back and tap it, then we should be selling for a breakout of this our weekly area. But if price did not do that, what we now expect is that we are expecting price to come back and break this weekly, you know, resistance, and then create a demand area for us to buy, to buy towards I think towards 206.251. That is the area we should be buying. But if price came and break this daily support area, we should be looking for price coming down to the you know coming down to the weekly support area. But if price did not do that, so my own what I'm about to do is that I will wait. I will not take any trade because I'm a swing trader. So what I will do is for me to wait and see if price will come, break this area, and then we should be looking to buy. But if price did not break this area and then come down here, I will wait for price to come down, break this area, break the weekly support area, and see if price has created any supply area for us to see if we can start selling. So that is what I have to say about GPP GPY. So thank you for watching my video, and thank you for you know being here for a long time watching this video. Do it to like and subscribe so that you can have more of my content coming in. So I just want to say that have a lovely day and God will bless you all. Thank you.